if you're ready to meet your ideal partner, there may be something you need to do first, and that's meet your ideal self. And that's what we want to speak into today.
So I'm Tiffany. This is David. We
Hi.
are from Sex.Prayers Academy, here to share a little bit about what's been going on with our clients inside our Pillars to Partnership program.
Module 1, Uncovering Truth. Ooh, 6 weeks to really meet yourself and who you want to be or start becoming to meet the partner that you're actually desiring. What a menace this cat is. What a menace this cat is. There's a cat out of shot. Go on.
Yeah, it's been amazing. The first couple of weeks of this module is really focused on getting intimate with yourself. What are the truth of your desires? What is the truth of who you want to be, how you want to feel in relation to other people out in the world, partnership?
And what you want, what you're truly desiring.
And how to stand for that.
How to, further along down the line, how to really trust that and be able to communicate it. And I found it really interesting so far. 2 very different experiences.
2 very different clients, very different experiences.
And a lot gained from both, it feels, and in very different ways.
And I love it because what it really speaks to is like the full spectrum. You could be anywhere. You could have somatic what? Soma what? What is that, right? Or you could be somebody who's already in the personal development space. Maybe you've done a lot of work on yourself, and this is what you were finding with one of our clients this week.
Yes, with one of our December enrollees.
Yeah.
Finding that,
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, is that you may have been doing a lot of self-development work, and there may be something still missing. And it's something that may be so subtle or so small or so seemingly insignificant, but that's actually where the necessary change needs to occur, because even a very small change can have a very large impact over a significant period of time.
Of course, I think of just the ripple effect. It's like just a small pin drop in the water, but the ripples and the way that expands into your personal life and beyond can actually have really incredible impact.
Yeah, and the way I think of it is, say I had a starting position and I walked in a straight line for 2 miles. If I started 1 degree off, I would end up in a very different place after 2 miles. So,
and I love this, like uncovering truth is really about like finding your true north, right? Finding like what is the thing that we are moving towards. What is the direction? What are those boundaries that I need to maybe make for myself?
Yeah.
Where do I need clarity on what it is that I actually want and what it's going to take to stand for that? And another client of ours, new to the self-development space, incredibly motivated, has never really been in this field of work before. And something that I'm really appreciating and that I'm seeing in both of our sessions with him so far is his openness and receptivity. And so he knows that there's stuff that he's going to find. He's nervous about it. Like, oh gosh, we talk about going into our emotions, but he's really, truly seeking that king version of himself. And that is his beacon. That is his guiding light. And now that he has had an opportunity in the first 2 weeks to meet that version of himself and feel it in his body, I think his biggest revelation was just like, wow, I can feel him. He's real, and he's not as far away as I actually thought he was.
Right. Yeah, it makes it more tangible. It starts to offer clarity, and that's really the opening stages, getting clear on oneself.
Yeah.
How important that is. And there was something you mentioned there. It's lost me now, but no, it's gone.
That's okay. I was going to also say that, oh no, I lost mine. I lost mine.
Professionals.
Wait, it was right there.
Mine was speaking into, that's why it's so important for us, at least, on this program, that we start with a period of celibacy, because it is about finding clarity by removing what's not us, and that includes energy that's outside of our own self.
Sexual sobriety.
Sexual
in order
sobriety.
To get clear, I think that's such a beautiful part of this first experience, in Pillars to Partnership
Yeah.
is really getting sober around what these impulses are meaning, where they're guiding you. Is it in your favor, or is it just like this lustful desire that I want to fulfill because I'm actually feeling scarcity of love or attention or affection? And noticing where, when we go back into our past timelines, that energy has shown up and has been a disservice to the truth of our desires and what we want in partnership.
Yeah. And a theme that has been present in a lot of the research course we're doing this week is this topic of situationships. And that
Dun, dun,
speaks
dun.
into that so much.
Yeah.
This need for intimacy.
Yeah.
And then the compromise of what's actually genuinely true or valuable to someone in their pursuit of or openness to committed partnership. And it's like, oh, yeah, but I haven't engaged with anyone for a couple of weeks now, so it doesn't
Gotta fulfill
matter.
this desire
Yeah,
somewhere.
it doesn't matter that they're not really the right person for me. I need my fix.
Right. And then next thing we know, we're in a situation we're like, well, how the fuck did this happen? And just, blade of truth here, coming in hot. It's these moments where we self-betray the truth of our desires because we have an impulse or we have a need that we feel like isn't being met. And so rather than take a stand for the truth of what it is that we want in a lovership, in a partnership, we go, well, maybe this will actually serve. And maybe sometimes it does, but for those who have ever been
Normally
in situationships, you know how quickly that can spiral.
And I think part of that is because of the lack of clarity on that idealized version of who we're wanting to be.
Yeah, totally.
It's so easy when there isn't clarity to just pave over it. It's obscure enough anyway that it's easy to ignore.
Or sometimes it's just a straight up distraction. And we know it. And we know it, but we welcome it.
So that's why uncovering truth is primary for us in this exploration of self.
And I love the way that you're doing it because I feel like in your sessions, you really are getting into the subconscious. You're tapping into the programs, the patterns, the beliefs that are inherently kind of running the show. With or without conscious awareness. And then we get to bring it into the body to actually feel like, what does my truth feel like? So that when situationships or certain things, certain dates, misaligned company shows up, we remember what it's like to feel the truth of our desires and actually be able to stand up for that.
I won't get into the specifics of it now, but the importance of the emotional connection and the affective bridge is so important, and what inspires and invites the tangibility of that. So I love that your sessions do that, where you get to really embody the emotionality and the somatic experience of what it is like to be that version of oneself.
It's so revelatory. It's amazing.
So it's the combination of the two. It's the mind and it's the body, and for us, that's the invitation into the harmony between the masculine and feminine, to be found within, to then be invited with someone else.
And last thing I just wanted to share in here, because I think it's so funny, and I know Spirit's always in the room. Something that we've been telling our clients is that now that you're on this journey with us, Spirit will test you. It'll put a juicy piece of meat right in front of you and go, what are you going to do, sister? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
And we've already seen how that's been happening in our clients. It's like, okay, great. We get to continue building the foundation of the sacred pause, of the moment to sit and reflect. Is this really truly what I want? And I tell all of our clients too, we're human, we will fuck up, there's going to be errors, and really trusting the process of what that is revealing about where you're really truly at and where you can improve in your process.
Yeah, and I think this is the value of having support.
Yeah.
Because it's so challenging to do alone.
Well, you're just left to your own patterns and history and way of thinking.
And then that part of you that goes, I haven't had my fix in a while, so I think I'll just put my desires aside and satisfy that itch, which is the value of the sexual sobriety and the value of the support and the value of the program.
Yeah, so when those human errors do inevitably occur, you have a beautiful support system here with both of us to go, okay, amazing. How would you like to do that differently moving forward?
And realign quicker
Yeah,
and more impactfully.
yeah.
And I don't want to say learn from the mistakes, but definitely unpick the knots that are preventing you from moving in the direction you're desiring, deprogramming the things that aren't supporting and putting in place, or at least starting to put in place the things that are, and then getting to really connect with what that feels like.
Yeah, it's so powerful. So these are the foundational building blocks of cultivating conscious intimacy. That's why there are 4 modules, 4 pillars, because these are fundamental when wanting to attract and keep the partner that you've been dreaming and praying for.
Because when you become this version of yourself, that version of yourself, you no longer have to seek. You become, I put it this way, if we're realizing that people are desiring something very specific, everyone does, when they realize, oh, I actually value the intellectual, the physical, the sexual, the spiritual, all of these aspects, they're very important. And that minimizes or begins to reduce the pool of people who satisfy and tick all of those boxes.
Of course.
So if you're looking for a needle in a haystack, you don't seek, you bring a magnet and you attract. That's a very different energy.
Very different energy. And it's an energy that will be felt.
Yes.
You don't have to try to figure it out. You will feel and you will know for certain what's for you.
And when you've learned to attune to it.
Exactly.
And that's module 2.
Developing trust.
Developing trust.
Ooh, I love module 2. I love developing trust, y'all. Let's rewire those nervous systems. Let's go.
So, more to come soon.
More to come soon. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Yes.
If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let us know in the comments. Reach out to us. We're so here for you.
Yes.
Wishing you happy holidays.
Or not, if you're watching this beyond the holidays. Happy day.
Happy great day.